So I've got several projects going on here. I went ahead and got painted and distressed. Didn't want to bore you guys with watching paint dry and then wiping it off. So went ahead and got that done. Next thing is I'm going to attach some things and then do the final touches on them. So this was a hand-turned spindle that I picked up, candlestick that I picked up garage selling. Just put a little bit of the DIY's aviary on the bottom, distress that. And then I'm going to take this basket, which I've painted the top and the bottom. Had a funky stain I can't seem to get rid of to go away. So I'm going to put some kind of a transfer stamp, something inside of it. But I'm going to glue and screw that on top of there. So I'm going to take that out in the garage and do that. Then I'm going to glue this one, just because this was a little old ceramic candle base that I have painted and distressed, and just a little wood round. I'm going to just glue that, super glue that on the top, and then probably do some kind of patina on it. So that'll be that one. And then these are old spools. So I'm going to, they have a hole in the center, so what I'm going to do is wood glue them two. I'm going to use a base for one, and then I'll take it out in the garage and just throw a couple brad nails in the bottom, since I really can't screw it with not having a lot of meat to get into there. So I'm going to do some brad nails on that. And then I got these wooden bowls that I've painted and distressed. I'm going to do the same kind of attachment with that to the top of those. So I've got that one, and then I've got this one, same basic concept. I'm going to attach a base to it, and then put another one of these bowls on top of it. Throw in some brad nails. Those will be attached. So I think that's, and then I've got a bunch of other pieces that I've already got painted, and we'll go through them one by one as I do the final touches to them. So I'm going to run out in the garage and get all this stuff attached, and I will be back. Okay, so everything is attached and ready to go. Tried to go through and pick out a couple of transfers to put on stuff. Didn't want to have you guys just sitting there watching me go through and pick out stuff. So trying to give you less stuff to have to fast forward through. Alright, so we are going to, sorry, I got several things going on. Organized chaos at this house. Okay, so this is from the retired, this one, Desperado. Sorry, it is a retired one, and I was lucky to find it. So we are going to attach, I think, just to make it a little different. And if you've never used transfers before, you're missing out, because they are so easy to work with. Love them. Love them, love them. Okay, well that didn't quite work. Usually I have my little thing that I lay stuff on, and for some reason it's missing in action. Alright, so we're going to line that up between, the spool's got some holes on it. Okay. Get that on there, get that lined up to where I want it, and then you're going to use your little tool that comes with your transfers. I'm sure it's got a special name, but asking the wrong person on that. So we're going to go ahead and put this on, and once it's on, you'll be able to tell, because it'll start releasing. Round surfaces aren't hard to do, they're just a little bit more work than a flat surface, of course. So you just got to work and make sure you get everything. I'm going to do it this way because it's a little bit easier with this stick instead of trying to keep it on that round surface. Alright, so we're getting that on. Go all the way down. Make sure, and if you see a spot that doesn't look like it's stick, just lay it back down and scrape it back on there. Should be good. Like I said, transfers are so fun and easy, and they embellish things. They make them look, it's like adding bling to your project. So, alright, here we go. Almost there. Sorry, I'm not, these are like my very first, just started this YouTube channel, so I'm not a big on being on camera and talking, and I'm the behind the scenes kind of person, so this is a whole new thing for me. But my husband's been trying to get me to do it forever. He's like, you watch all these people on YouTube making their stuff, and you make really cool stuff. You need to share your stuff with people. So here we are, sharing, creating, and sharing away. Hopefully you guys like my stuff. I like stuff different. I do go on Pinterest and YouTube, watch everybody and then you take their ideas and run with them and create your own. Add your own little touch and flair to it. Be different. Alright, almost. So close. Alright, I think we got it. Oh, that one little spot. Okay. So once you get that on there, then you're going to take your piece of plastic and just varnish it. So rub it on there, make sure it's nice and stuck to your project. Alright, so there's one side. And that looks really cool. I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. So, we're going to do that on that side. I'm going to do the other one on the other side of that one. So we'll set that aside instead of boring you through that one. This one's a different little shape. Going to do basically the same kind of concept. We're going to, I think we'll start from down here because it flares up there. So, and actually, for the time being, we're just going to use this rag. Needs to be a little bit longer and a little bit taller. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so this one, it's from the same transfers, the IOD Desperado one. I think that's lined on there. Alright, get this one on. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I got another piece cut, so we're going to do one on one side and then the other half of it. This was all one piece, and I just cut it in half to fit these spools. So that way we'll do half on the front and half on the back, or side by side, however you want to call it. People may want it on the sides and not the front and the back, but however you display it, that's up to you. Alright. Yeah, I need to find my thing that keeps stuff from rolling. It'd be much easier. And sometimes I find in different places it might be even easier just to use your fingernail, your thumbnail. Sometimes you get a better, it just depends. Especially when you're trying to do a round or a curved surface. Sometimes it's just easier just to go with what the good Lord gave you. So go with your thumbnail, fingernail, however you want to do it, whatever finger works best. Seems to be. There we go. And I did scuff sand these spools up just a little bit and clean them really good, just because I figured there was probably going to be oils, and I mean these things are old, so there's no telling what's on them. So I did do that just so it would adhere a little bit better. And then once I'm done getting the transfers on, I'm thinking I'm going to finish them with DIY's Dark and Decrepit. And I'm going to do it on the black top and bottom and the spool. Just do the whole thing in Dark and Decrepit, I think. Give it a little bit more aged look to it. So that is the plan, but you know how that goes. Sometimes I'll plan a project and halfway through it I'm like, yeah, no, not feeling it. Something needs to change. And hopefully I'm not being one of those people that you're watching, you're like, oh my gosh, I wish she would just stop blabbing and work on her project. Alright. Sorry, I keep going back and forth from my fingernail to the stick. Can't decide which one I want to use. Alright. Almost. close. Alright, yeah, we got it on there. Alright, then once again, take your backing and varnish that in really good to your project so you know it's adhered. And I probably do it more than a lot of people do, but I want to make sure that that transfers on there. And then you do want to go ahead and do either a top coat or a wax or do something over your transfers. But there's that one. And like I said, I'm going to take this one and turn it around and put that one on the back side. So it'll have two. Okay, I'm happy with that. That looks really cool. Something different. Okay, now we got this little spoon that I went ahead and painted with some white linen chalk paint. Distressed it. And now we are going to put this sunflower on here. I'm trying to decide on what kind of orientation I want to do here. Do I want a leaf up there and a leaf down here? Oh, hello, Anna Banana. Alright. I think we're just going to go with one leaf. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll go ahead and put the leaf down first. And I may not be happy with this after I do it. You know. You never know. You win some, you lose some, right? We're going to go right there with it. Committed, so that's where it's going. Alright. And once again, you're just using your scraping tool. Some of them come with IODs, come with the clear ones, which I like because if for some reason you accidentally go off your paper onto your project, it'll mar it a little bit. But some of the other ones come with like a stain stick, and that leaves marks on your paint horrible if you accidentally go off of your plastic. So, and I don't care for that, so I always use my IOD ones, and then we're just going to wrap that point of that leaf around the edge of that spoon. Alright. We're going to take that piece, varnish that leaf in really good, make sure she's nice and stuck. Alright, now for the sunflower, and sunflowers are my all-time favorite. Sunflowers and daisies, love them, but they're happy flowers. They make me happy, bring a smile to my face when I see them. So, okay. And you can tell I'm going with, it's a little bit of a curve kind of, so I'm hoping I don't end up with any funky wrinkles in it, but we'll find out when we get to that point. Hopefully not. But with the shape of this, I may end up with, let's turn this a little bit. Oh, this is going to be so cute. I love sunflowers. They're just... Sunflowers and daisies are my favorite flowers. And of course, when it comes to trees, palm trees. I can't. I love them. Oh yeah, we're going to end up with a little bit of wrinkling. But you know what? It'll work. Work with it, right? Let's turn this back around. Sorry, I know I keep moving it here and there and just trying to get this old sunflower on here the best. so cute. And some of these petals, we are going to end up going over the edge with, and you know what, I just thought about it. Sorry if my big old head's getting in the way, guys. I just thought about the way I've got the camera set up. Alright, oh, we got a little bit of rippage there, but we can fix that. Just take it off, line them back up. There we go. And we're going to press that down again. Line those ones back up. And put them around the side. Alright, I think we got it all on there. Yay! Oh, how cute. Love it. It's one of those things that after you do the project, you're like, oh, do I want to put that in my booth or put that on my Etsy shop? Or do I want to just keep it for myself? But then, like me, I'm not a big, I don't like a bunch of knick-knack stuff. And you end up running out of space for it. Then I gotta redo everything. Okay, there is our finished project. Oh, so cute. Okay, and then we'll put, this one I'll probably just put a clear wax on, because I don't really want to make it look dark and decrepit. So we'll do that on that one. But I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me wax projects. Or put top coats on. Okay, so we're going to set that over there. Now we have another spool that I am going to try and put. We're going to do some more sunflowers. Or at least that's the plan. We'll see if it's a good plan or not. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of greenery on here first. And then this one, once this one's done, I'm probably, since it's the darker, I'm probably going to use the dark and decrepit on this one. If not, I may do clear wax on it and then do the dark wax over that. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how the flowers come out when it's done and go from there. Alright, that one's on. Don't forget to take your piece and varnish that in really good. Oh, we had a little piece come off right there. Oh well, go with it, right? Okay, so that's the greenery on that one. And then we are going to add, I've got two individual sunflowers here. I'm trying to decide if I want to put them by the greenery or I think the smaller one we may put like right there, and then the bigger one, it really needs a stalk on it, though that would look much better if it had a stem. Which we can just cut a little piece of this off. Now, do I want to use that and put the sunflower? Oh yeah, that's the winning ticket right there, folks. Okay, let's cut this off of there. Alright, so these be going that way. Yeah, this way. Alright, we'll put that on the back of that one. So does that look? It looks like it's... That looks upside down. Sorry. Can't decide which way looks better. I want that more flush. Alright. Well, that's where it's going. That's where it's sticking. So I'm just going to go with it. Hopefully I didn't just put those leaves on upside down. It's one of those things. Sometimes they're hard to tell. I'm not a... And these are going to overlap that greenery just a bit, but that is okay. Because we'll take that other sunflower and put it over here where that one leaf got a little funky. Actually, this spool would be cute with one of those. I don't know if you guys have seen the mason. Actually, I make them too. The flowers that are made out of the mason jar lids and some material. A sunflower one would be really cute sticking out the end of this. May have to make, cause I think the ones I have made on my Etsy they're the magnet ones. So they don't have a stem on them. So I'll have to make me a new one that has a stem. Because I think that would be really cute. Alright. This. Make sure that's stuck on really good everywhere. Okay. I've got a mess going on. And we'll put that stem back with the other stuff just in case. You never know. I always try to keep all my little pieces from my transfers and even my decoupage papers because you never know when you need just a little tiny piece to put on something. And those scraps come in handy sometimes. Alright, so we're going to stick this. Put it on just a little bit of an angle. Oh, how cute. That one there. And this is something, I mean, you could leave this out all year long and then add it to even when it comes fall time. This would be a perfect. Change it up, add maybe some little, use it as a vase. Put some fall flowers in it. Really cute. Or even some dried leaves, however. Whatever you like. Come on. Work with me. Sometimes if you can't get like this, luckily it's kind of sticking to the other side already. You can use some tape even. That way you can keep it in place while you're scraping, if that makes it easier for you. Everybody has their own little tricks and how they like doing things to keep everything uniform. Yeah, just kind of go with it. Actually, this sunflower transfer, I want to say it's a Prima, and I got it on Amazon. So I get any of the Prima stuff that I get on, I usually get that stuff on Amazon, and then if I need IOD, DIY, Dixie Belle, any of that stuff, I have a local stockist here that I go to get all that stuff from. And if she can't get it and she's out of stuff, then I do have another one that I go online. So many good stockists online that you can order from. But I like to, if I can, possibly support local. Sorry, this one's taking a bit. And like I said, if you feel like it's not releasing, just go in there and just do a little bit more scuffing, scraping, scratching, however, rubbing, whatever you want to call it. Cute, cute. Okay, that one's on. Now, do I even... Yeah, I think we'll put this little one right over here in the greenery. And you can stack your transfers. All of it right quick. Just to make sure everything's stuck down really good. Oh, that turned out so cute. So fun when you do a project and you finish it up and you're like, okay, I really like that. I'm so happy with that. And then sometimes you do something you're like, just not feeling it. It's missing something, or it looked better in my head than it does on paper. Okay, that really looks cute. Alright, that one's done. Now it just needs to get, like I said, I think I'm going to do dark and decrepit on that one, because that'll really look cute over that black chalk paint. And then this one was the turned candlestick and a basket that I attached to it. Drew a not drew, put a screw through the top and a couple brad nails, and then I am going to put this transfer. I think we need to cut a little bit of this leaf off. I'm going to put this transfer on the top just to cover up where that screw is. And this funky mark that's in there. It didn't want to come off of there, so let's make sure I get this placed just right so it'll cover that up nice and okay, I think that's good. And this is another IOD transfer. This is from one of the flower ones. Of course, one of the flower ones, duh. Not sure which. I want to say it's Collage de Fleurs. I think that's the one it is. It's got a bunch of really big, pretty flowers in it. You know, to be honest with you, I don't think I have used or bought an IOD product so far that I was not happy with. As my husband says, I have an IOD addiction. I love their stuff. And then whenever their new releases come out, I'm like, oh my gosh! I have to have it all. Which I still have a couple new stamps and molds that I haven't used yet. So, trying to get caught up on. I have a whole bookcase over here full of projects that I need to get done and finished and listed on Etsy or taken. I'm going to start doing a booth. So, trying to get stuff ready for that too. I'm going to try that in the next couple weeks. I've never done that before, but I'm going to try it. Give it a whirl. See how it goes. You never know until you try, right? Okay. And then once this one has the transfer on it, and you can, if you want, if your project has got a really distressed look, and then of course you put your brand new transfer on, you're like, yeah, that's not really matching. You can use sandpaper and scuff them a little bit. I would use a really, really fine grit, because it will scratch it. The more gritty the sandpaper is. But you can sand over them just a little bit to distress them some, if you want. I do sometimes. It just depends on the look I'm going for and how the project looks once I've got the transfer on. That one little spot. Okay, there we go. Sorry, this thing keeps sliding across. And if you guys have any questions on any of these projects that I do, or have a question or something you want to, I don't know, I'm not the biggest, I don't know it all out there, but if you have any questions, feel free to comment on my videos, and if I have the answer, I will give it to you. If not, I will try to point you in the right direction to get the right answer. Alright. Now, varnish that in there a little bit. I couldn't cut the coin off of that one leaf. Cute, cute. Okay. Now, a little piece of that leaf hanging over. There we go. Cute. All right. Covered up that little spot of ugliness that was in there. So that worked out perfect. Cover up the screw. There we go. So that's another one down. And then these, I picked these up. They were wood. I just put a little bit of the aviary on it. And I think I'm going to do them, finish them off with, I'm thinking dark wax. Put a little dark wax in here. Dark wax on the bottom. I got 2 of them. Just thought they were really cute, kind of primitive looking. And then I have the candlesticks that are battery operated. So I am going to put a couple of those in there. So that's all I need for those, and those will be done. And then I've got a couple other projects that I will start on here in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do the waxing the top coat. I don't want to bore you guys with having to watch all that. So I'll do that, and then I will come back and show you guys the finished project. Thank you. So everything, well, those projects that we went over earlier are done. So this is the spoon with the sunflower. I went ahead, just put a clear wax on it. So that one is done. These, we got the transfer on the front, the transfer on the back, and then I hit those. I just went ahead and did a dark wax on those. So that is done. And then this one, same thing, transfer on the front, transfer on the back. And then I did that with a dark wax also. So that is finished. And then these, I'm going to do something different with the candles. These candles look way too new for the look of those. But I went ahead and just did dark wax on the bottom of those. And then I did do the dark and decrepit on the inside just to give it a better, more primitive kind of rustic look. So that's those 2. So those 2 are done. Like I said, I just got to figure out the candle thing. I'm not too hip on the way that looks in there. And then the sunflower spool, I went ahead and did a dark wax on that. So that one is done. So it turned out really cute. Yeah, but just did the dark wax. Gives it a good look. Then this, actually I didn't go on this the other day with the other projects, but it was an old salt and pepper shaker. Wooden. Went ahead, painted that. And then these were just, I upcycled these from some other project. I'm not sure what it was. But these are for photos or cards, whatever you want to. So that's just a little holder that I did. And that's a black chalk paint. And then I did a dark wax over that on that one. And then this one, I just went ahead and clear waxed it. So that one is done. Turned out really cute too. And then this is the one where I just took the old ceramic candlestick and did the wood round on top. So this one I did the black chalk paint, distressed it back a little bit, then I did some rub and buff, then I did black wax over that. And then the wood round, I started off with dark and decrepit, didn't like that look, so I black waxed it, wasn't happy with that, so I went ahead and used DIY's, I think it's Gypsy Green, on that, distressed it back, and then did the black wax, and finally, it turned out the way I needed it to. So that one is done also. So all those projects from the earlier video are done. And then this one just was a quick, easy, had this old crock and did one of the IOD crock stamps on it. Added that to it, rubbed it back a little bit so it looks really aged, and then just did a clear coat, the matte finish on that. So that one was an easy one. So all of those projects are done, and now I'll move on to the next set. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Thank you.